warahmatullahi wabarakatuh, and hi everyone. We're from RAS 1252A. We are going to present the topic for CMT 136 about anthropogenic disturbance of aquatic biodiversity and water quality of an urban river. So before we jump into the presentation, let's introduce our members first. My name is Farhana, Binti Aidil Firhan.
My name is Mawaddah binti Zulkifli.
My name is Alesha, Elena binti Izhar, Riza.
And my name is Fatin, Umaira binti Farid.
So before we start our presentations, here's the content that we're going to talk about. So for the first one is summary of research paper.
Second is the problem statement.
And third is objective.
For the fourth one is finding of studies.
And the fifth one, conclusions and recommendations.
So we go for the first slide, which is summary of research paper. So we have studied about water quality and impact of aquatic biodiversity, especially plankton, fish and also macrofauna. So this study involved one place in Penang, namely Juru River. So there are 10 samples tested in aquatic biodiversity and river water parameters were collected along the Juru River. There are also 7 variables that must be used to evaluate the physicochemical, including pH, temperature, total suspended solid, salinity, dissolved oxygen, biochemical oxygen, and lastly is chemical oxygen demand. So we go for the next slide, which is problem statement. The problem that we have studied in this article is water quality that impacts a biodiversity aquatic and cause a lot of aquatic life die. So the hypothesis that we make in this article is Juru River was having a waterways and also a lot of aquatic life such as a plankton, fish and also microbenthos. Those animals are impact of this causes water waste. So the solution of this problem, which is we must measure a 10 sampling on each of station. Second, we must use a water temperature that WHO align, which is World Health Organization. And lastly, we must use the water may require a treatment to give a suitable water to drink.
Next, we'll continue with the objective. The objective of doing the research paper is to analyze the anthropogenic disturbances affecting aquatic biodiversity and water quality in an urban river ecosystem, employing scientific methodologies and literature review to understand the extent, causes, and consequences of these disturbances, and to propose evidence-based management strategies for mitigating these impacts and promoting sustainable management of the urban river ecosystem.
So we move to the next slide. I'm going to explain the findings of study. First of all, the physical-chemical parameters of Juru River have been measured at 10 sampling stations and have been summarized. The results show that water temperature range from 25.3 degrees Celsius to 37.4 degrees Celsius, meeting the WHO standards and also aligned with Malaysia's national standard for drinking water quality, recommend suitability for aquatic life and household use such as drinking. The total suspended solids at station BA3 based on the graph compared to others may be caused from industrial runoff and other facilities, supported by observed organic matter turbidity. Next is total of 99 samples across all sampling sites in the Juru River that were obtained after quality control. It showed that the river have 6 phytoplankton taxonomies, 4 zooplankton taxonomies, 6 microbenthic invertebrate taxonomies, and 19 fish taxonomies. These findings implied that human activities, especially industrial activities, affected quality growth through pollutant emissions, thereby damaging the biotic integrity. Alright, if you look at the graph, BA1 had the highest number of aquatic species, while BA10 had the lowest. These findings reveal many pollutants flowing into the Juru River, especially at BA1, BA2, BA3, and BA4. Because of human activities, where nutrients were a key factor of phytoplankton growth and composition.
Lastly, aquatic biodiversity in the Juru River was influenced by the environmental conditions and parameters at the sampling stations where environmental pollution might affect the composition, dominance, and abundance of aquatic species. The environment is continually stressed due to urbanization and the subsequent population accumulation in compact regions. The manufacturing industry, wood operation, the rubber industry, urban growth for residential houses and commercial buildings, and untreated domestic and animal waste are the potential root causes for the contamination of the Juru River.
We have come to conclusions. This study examined the plants, animals, and water quality of Juru River. Factors of saltiness, pollution, and temperature impact which species can live there. The findings show that excessive pollutants are making the water nutrient-rich, which is harmful. The poor water quality and species found indicate that human activities are damaging the river. To protect the rivers, wildlife, we need to reduce the pollution and safeguard their habitats for future generations. We have established a system to monitor pollution and species, which could help other areas with similar issues. By addressing these issues, we can work towards restoring the Juru River's health and ensuring the sustainability of its ecosystem. Before we end our presentation, here are the recommendations that we will have concluded. To protect the animals and plants in the river, we need to reduce the pollution and preserve their habitats. We have set up a system to monitor pollution and species in the river, which will help other areas with similar issues. To safeguard the river's ecosystem, it is crucial to lower the pollution and maintain a natural habitats. This monitoring system can aid both local and other regions' conservation efforts. By acting now, we can ensure the Juru River sustainability for future generations. To protect the animals and plants in the river, it is essential to reduce pollution and preserve their habitats. To achieve this, we need to implement stricter regulations and conservation practices. That's all from us. Thank you.